Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Wednesday, and welcome to another edition of Psychic's Perspective. I'm, of course, Leo Brown, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day before Turkey Day. I hope you guys are getting ready for all the cooking, all the eating, all the socializing, things like that. And if you're not cooking, eating, or socializing, just remember you have something to be grateful for, and that is your life. We are all grateful just to be here. It may not feel like it, and it may not seem like it, but we're all very lucky. So, anyway, so I wanted to go ahead and do our conclude our influencer week with one of my favorite influencers via social media. That is George Lee, aka the Conscious Lee. I discovered his work through I discovered George Lee through Instagram and Twitter. And, we've had short exchanges and things of that nature. I also am a big fan of the show, The Chop Up Show. If you guys know anything about that, that's a very good show. Very good show. I would definitely recommend that um, look into that as well. I'll put a link below. I'll try my best to put a link below because I said that in my other videos and I never did. But I'll try to put a link below as well. So with that being said, let's get started with Mr. Lee, aka the Conscious Lee. And he talks about everything, child, from transgender rights to respectability politics, everything. If it's a hot topic, he's discussing it. And if he ain't discussing it, he dancing. So here we go. Let's see what the spirits and the cards have to say for Mr. Lee. Okay. And just know that everything that I say is subject to change. I am just the conduit. I'm just the go-between. I'm not 100% accurate. I am only 100% human. And if you would like a reading, if you like what you see and you'd like a reading with me outside of this medium one-on-one, you can go to my website, psychicleo.com. That's psychicleo.com. And I'll hook you up and give you a reading too. And I'm also a life coach as well. But anyway, enough about me. So let's see. So the first thing I got, even before I drew a card about you, Mr. Lee, and I'm going to refer to him as Mr. Lee in this, I'm not going to call him consciously. I won't call him my stage name. So I'm going to call you Mr. Lee because that's the term of both endearment and respect. So first thing I got was that you are a complete skeptic. But it's interesting because I feel like for you, this is, even though you and your people in your lineage may not call it this, may not call it psychic per se, but I feel as if you're actually very intuitive and you feel things in your stomach. You're not an empath, but you're someone that you're just very intuitive. You just know. You just know when things are off. You know when things are not right. And you feel it a lot in I keep seeing you point to your stomach a lot. And it's interesting because though you talk about topical issues, though you work a lot with things regarding justice and criminal reform and things of that nature, I get that you are very okay, and we've seen glimpses of this already. You're very fun, you're very humorous, but you're really a big old kid. You're really a goofball. Like you really are. And sometimes I kind of get when you going like, I don't always want to talk about things like this. But I also feel like you know that this is your life's work. I feel like you know that this is what you're meant to do. Um, and believe it or not, I don't know if you're a lawyer or you wanted to be a lawyer, but I get law around you. I get wanting to learn how the system works. That's how you actually got into debate and lecturing for that reason. You got into it because you wanted to know how the system works. And this is bigger than you. This is much bigger than you. This is for you. I hear like DNA level stuff. I hear ancestral stuff. I hear things that you're like, no, this is not just about me. This is about those that don't have voices. You're giving voice to the voiceless. And it really is helping a lot of people. Um, I don't know if you've ever thought about running for politics, but I'm picking it up around you for some reason. I feel like, and I get like the Senate, like something to do with you having a Senate seat. There's something where you want, yeah, I keep getting it around you. And as I'm pulling cards here, okay, let's see here. Yeah, like you know where you're going, you know what you want to do, you know how you want to do it. Yeah, and this, the newfound fame and notoriety, it it still takes some getting used to. But I hear you being like, I'm a regular dude. I'm an everyday guy who just happens to have a following. Um, what else am I picking up around you? I see you doing, of course, we know you do lecture tours and things like that nature, but I for some reason see you eventually going into politics. And I know that may not even be something that right now you don't even want to touch with a 10-foot pole, knowing how the system is. But for some reason, I'm seeing you going into that. And either like a representative, there's something you're going to end up doing. And you're going to end up, if you don't win, you're going to come very close, because I get something when you want to help the young people, and you want to show the importance of not just voting, but I think on walking your talk on the issues and really being like, no, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. You know what I'm saying? Like that is a big thing for you for some odd reason. I don't know why I'm picking it up around you. I also get something to do with your wife and your children. I get a lot to do. I get maybe you might be having another one because I'm picking up another child coming in. Yeah, I am. I'm picking up another baby. And like there's just so many things going on all at once. I see you doing uh interviews. I'm seeing the podcast growing. I keep seeing you on a stage, like either people are interviewing you or you're doing something to do like oh, and I've been saying this a lot, but like almost like it kind of reminds me of it's not a talk show. It's a town hall. That's what it is. And you being a moderator for that, you being somewhere in the middle. Like I see you on the sidelines and you're like, okay, this is my question to you. It's a town hall meeting. That's what it is. And maybe not CNN, but maybe like MSNBC or something like that. Like there's something that you're gonna end up doing where your profile is gonna end up being bigger than what it is. I also pick up a series of books, maybe 4. You've got some books in you. You really, really do. I feel like the first 2 are gonna be, they remind me kind of like a life. I feel like the first one's gonna be like your autobiography. And then the other 3 will be very much like just your observation on what's going on in the world, like what's happening, especially among Blacks and people of color. And I also see you being a political, like a commentator. Um, yeah, I just see you doing things. I get the Bill Marsh, like there's just so many things you've got going on regarding your career. And then in part, like just your personal life, I see you wanting to have fun. I see you wanting to, let loose and just be. I see you dancing all the time. And you're actually, and believe it or not, Mr. Lee, you're going to get better. Because people often complain, myself included, we have often complained about you being a little like rhythm impaired, but you're going to get better with your dancing. Because I see you moving. Like I see you and you're being like, okay, I'm getting better. I also see you not losing weight, but maybe gaining weight in terms of body weight, because I feel like you want to, how do I put it? You don't want to get fat, but you want to bulk up. I get you becoming more muscular, especially in your arms, things of that nature, because I feel like you have kind of a fast metabolism anyway, but I see you wanting to bulk up and get bigger. And a lot of, I also feel like with you too, you're learning how to de-stress. That's not always the easiest thing for you, but I do see that. But I feel like a lot of your stress comes from not you and the work you do, but more so from, it feels like people expect you to give so much when they give you back so little. And that can be an issue. And it's funny. Another thing I actually see you talking about is spirituality in a supremacist nature. I pick up that coming up as well. So you've got a lot of different things coming up, and I keep seeing you and your lovely wife, beautiful woman, by the way, beautiful woman. And I see, yeah, I feel like you're gonna end up having another baby. I keep picking up another child, like something to do with that. And the one thing I love about your wife and your family is how not only motivated and motivating they are, but how supportive they are. They really want you to grow. They really want you to be all that you can be, as cliche as that may sound. And I get her actually getting in on it too. Maybe not in the same vein as you, but I get her inspiring other women. Like I feel like this is going to be um, a family affair, like a family business. This is not just going to be just you, you know. And I even see you saying like, I can't do this by myself. Like people don't realize it, but I have a lot of help. And I also pick up you speaking to judges, you speaking in on behalf of, I keep picking up lawyers and stuff, or you like you being there for people for a lot of cases, some high profile, some low. Like I just see you doing, excuse me, I see you doing a lot of big things that people don't even know about. And I also pick up that eventually, as you grow deeper into your career and into what you're meant to do, I see you giving back. I see you giving back to the community. I see a community center. I see something almost like a community garden, because I see something to do with food, or like a farmer's market for people. Like I see you putting your hands in a lot of different pots, a lot of different things. And I also pick up contracts around you as well, or documentation, where you're looking at things and you're going like, okay, I don't know if I want to do that. Like you're at a point where you kind of like, you want to do things, you want to change the world, but you don't want to bite off what you can chew, or more than you can chew. And you don't want to lose the core of who you are and why you do this in the first place. Because like I said, it's, you know that it's bigger than you, but you don't want to lose yourself in the process, which is very, very smart. Um, what else am I getting? Oh boy, I'm gonna say this. I think you already know it, but I'm saying it anyway. You definitely inspire a lot, because I see you teaching as well. Almost like I see you actually, and I don't know if you are this, but it kind of reminds me of you being a professor, but you being a professor at like a bigger school, or because I feel like you're gonna move up within the ranks at the school that you teach. And I keep getting the word professorship or tenure, something like that. So academia, that's where you shine. That's where you belong. But you're going to be doing so much more than that. So much more than that. Book tours and all kinds of things, and photo shoots. And it's interesting because as much as you love helping the little man, you love the camera, and the camera loves you. And I think you know that. Like you not want to turn down a picture, like, and I pick you up doing that. Like I see you doing things like that and really, like really getting like doing a lot of big things. The only thing I would caution you is don't be so busy that you forget to live your life and attend to things that need attending. Because I feel like sometimes with what you do, sometimes your family and friends, they get, or I would say family mainly, because I get this to do with your wife, it gets kind of lost in the shuffle. And you don't mean it to be, but it can be overwhelming. So that would be the only thing I would caution you with. And that you keep your emotions kind of bottled up sometimes. You keep them to yourself. I think people always expect you to be, you know, either, goofy, or they expect you to be uber serious, and you're somewhere in the middle. And I feel like emotionally, you keep a lot of your pain, a lot of your stuff kind of like down, because you have an image to uphold. But I'm being told that you might want to start letting it out, because I'm seeing you crying, but I see it more so in private. That's the way it feels to me. So, I don't know why, but that's what I was getting. So I hope that makes sense. And you will be doing more modeling, by the way. You will definitely be doing more modeling, because I'm seeing you modeling clothes and walking runway. So you're gonna be doing a lot of, like I said, you got a lot of different things going on, Mr. Lee. A lot. So just be prepared. I feel like the next 5 years are going to be very interesting. It's going to be a lot of ups and downs. Um, Ups and downs a lot when it comes to like personal stuff. But I think in terms of your occupation and what you do, that's going to grow a great deal. So it's going to be a wild ride. So just be prepared. But other than that, honey, I think you're fine. And keep smiling like you do, because you really do inspire and you really are motivating the youth to, hell, not even the youth, just people, period, to be aware of what's going on, to be aware of the issues, to read, to look up on what they can do. That is that you can make a change. Like you may not be able to change the world completely, but you can make a dent, as Defa Smoochie would say. So with that being said, that was this reading for the Conscious Lee, aka George Lee. Mr. Lee, I hope that this reading made sense. I hope that you enjoyed it. And for those of you who are watching, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Even if you didn't, leave your comments below, leave your feedback. It means a lot to me. So until next time, my lovely, lovely Sugar Bears, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you comment, make sure you like, and most of all, subscribe. And I will talk with you all very soon. Happy holidays. And I'll talk to you later.